Welcome back to the Freedom Podcast, everybody. If you guys are new here, we talk about everything that pertains to liberating the mind, body, spirit. And today we're going to dive right into liberating our minds, our consciousness. Our diet is not just what we consume, physically with our food and our drink, but it's also the content that we're paying attention to. And I say that deliberately, paying attention. Attention has kind of become the new currency of the realm. And when you're watching something, you are literally paying with your energy, paying attention. So even if you're not like signed up and subscribed to all these people's channels and buying their merch and stuff, you are giving away your physical and metaphysical life force energy. And man, that is the most expensive commodity you have. You shouldn't just squander that. We only get one life. It's very short. It's freaking me out more and more every day. And I really, especially since like my mom died, if you've had a death in the family or I've had friends die, but it didn't hit me the same way it does like when you lose a parent. Like it freaked me out and really propelled me into overdrive to always make sure that I'm living the best, most authentic life that I possibly can. So I started this channel to explore everything that has to do with freedom and liberating ourselves so we're not weighed down by any bullshit. You can really just get to the point of living, which is like finding your life purpose and helping other people. It's really that simple. I think if you are more conservative minded like I am, I don't think I have any woke people watching this channel. So if you do, kudos to you for being open minded enough to be here and to entertain different thoughts. And I say that not because I want to cause more division. I don't. I love everybody. The woke kids are still God's children as well, brothers and sisters. They still deserve our love and energy. But at the same time, you don't have to put up with their bullshit. You can just separate that. And someday, hopefully, they'll evolve and come around. But if you happen to be more conservative minded like I am, and when I say conservative minded, I don't mean the political ideology. I don't mean that I'm affiliated with the conservative movement. I mean that in the sense of the word, the definition of the word conservative is to preserve. So I am a preservationist, I guess. I preserve my belongings. I'm a person who like cleans my car with a toothbrush. I preserve my body. I take good care of it. I preserve my home. I'm conservative with my money. I'm conservative with my time. I'm very generous with the things that I'm passionate about, but like I don't waste any of my commodities. So that's what I mean when I say that I'm a conservative. Not that I'm in that political cesspool of bullshit. Even like the word Republican, like these things and concepts have been so bastardized that they really lose all meaning. And we need to get back to what that actually means. Like, am I for the constitutional republic of America? Then yes. Then in that sense, I would be considered Republican. Like, am I Republican, like what is going on now in the world, like for the corporation of the United States? No, I'm not. For the for-profit private entities, no, I am not fucking for that. Let's be clear. But it's so interesting what happened in this wave of like the past 4 years where we really had this like influx of cool conservatives come in. And it seemed like that was a really rebellious thing that was going on, this whole movement. And it seemed like there was some hope there. And I was like into that, like when Candace Owens first came out, I was like, damn, that's cool. Like, I'm open minded to hearing the truth no matter where it comes from. Like I will never close my ears and be deaf to the truth because of the source. Like if it's true, it's universal. It seemed like for a minute we were having this like whole kind of sweep of really hip people who were kind of, giving the middle finger to the man. And I was excited about that because I thought that those people were going to be helping to awaken others. I thought that these people were coming into our lives, and maybe that was their intention to kind of open the door and kind of walk people through like, hey, we've all been duped. This is bullshit. Let's all open up and expand together and free ourselves from this stuff. But like Man, that's not what happened. And I'm really kind of like, I shouldn't be surprised, but like disappointed, I guess. Because when I look at like the Daily Wire and what that's become, like, Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro and all that stuff. And Ben Shapiro just made a music video with Tom McDonald, who I like. I like Tom McDonald. I have liked a lot of his music. I've purchased a lot of it and supported him. Anybody who's making independent art, like that's amazing and it's not easy. So, like, I will always support, free thinkers who are doing things differently. But when I look at what's happened to the conservative movement on that aspect, it's become like everything else, a for profit machine, a for profit entertainment source, like the Daily Wire, or Steven Crowder, Louder with Crowder, like any of these guys, like all they do now, it's basically like a glorified TMZ. Like every time I see like Candace Owens in my YouTube scroll, my YouTube feed, it's always her like talking crap about a celebrity. Like, I'm sorry, like remind me again, how does this pertain to me liberating my mind, body, and soul? Like what are you guys actually doing that is helping people expand in their consciousness? Like with my show, with my podcast, I want to bring up ideas and discussions that will benefit you. I am hoping to that you find value in this and that you can expand and take that on your day. Even with the music I make, I'm so conscious of it. All my music is made in 432 hertz. It's the sacred frequency of the universe. So even if you are not paying attention, you listening to that vibrationally is putting you back into alignment. It's helping to piece together your DNA. So even in just that time, you have now changed your entire being. The frequency is raised for the better. They say that 432 hertz is the sacred frequency of the universe for healing. So and the lyrics and the musical instruments I choose, like they're deliberately and designed with the intention to make you feel good. And don't get me wrong, I've written plenty of, heartbreak songs and things like that too that I haven't released yet. And that's my next focus. I've been doing a lot of other really cool stuff, working on severing myself from legally being contracted into being a slave for the system. Really, really breaking free from the matrix. Everybody talks about that, but like it's just hot air. Nobody is actually freaking doing anything about that unless they're talking about uncontracting with the United States government for-profit corporation. So that's a whole nother video, and we'll be talking about that at some point in time. But for now, I'm just talking about like the conservative movement and the entertainment aspect of it. And I love words. I really have always been into kind of like the esoteric realms and like diving into the energy and the magic behind it, because words are magic. You are always casting with your word, whether you're using it for dark magic or for white magic, which I would call miracle. Magic has kind of a dark connotation to it. But entertainment, when you break down that word, enter, to entertain, to like retain, to keep, and then ment is Latin for mind. So to enter your mind, to retain it, and to keep it. So now that they're entertaining you, which is all that the conservative news outlets have become, it's no longer news. It's all fear-based thinking. It's all ego. Every time I turn it on, it's all they do is talk smack about other people. Like, I'm sorry, you're just going to sit here and I'm going to watch somebody argue? Like, how is this benefiting us and liberating us? It's not. Television tells lies to your vision. There's a reason they call it programming. I'm super careful with who and what I allow into my life, because we are infinite beings of the universe. We are constantly creating our reality. The eyes are considered the doors of perception. That's what the band name, The Doors, that's how they chose their name. The doors of perception. We are constantly creating our universe and our inner world through the thoughts we think. So, and the content we consume. Be very careful with what you allow in your realm. I love the movie Anchorman, even though it's so stupid. It makes me laugh. My little brother always used to make me watch really stupid movies, and we still do and enjoy them. But like Anchorman nailed it, man. When they're like, they change the whole news paradigm when they get that late night spot, and they're like just showing puppies and America's the greatest country in the world, and people are at home watching like, hell yeah, finally somebody's talking some sense on the news, all right. And it's just like, 8 hours of talking about vagina, puppies, and America and home runs. Whammy, 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 whammy for 8 hours. And everybody loves it because they've now saturated your minds with just a bunch of spiritual junk food. You could just get constant dopamine hits, and we need to retrain our brain to get dopamine hits from doing good and growing gardens and teaching others and helping liberate other people. It's your job in life to find your spiritual purpose that connects you to your creator, and then help others do the same. Help teach others to do the same. I think there are two kinds of people in the world. There are leavers and the takers. There are people who leave you better than when you found them. They leave people, places better than when they found them. And then there are people who take. So what I would advise, I invite you to really always retrain your brain to be thinking about that. Like, is this experience, is this person leaving me with something better, or are they taking from me? Is this taking my attention when I'm just doom scrolling on Instagram or whatever, TikTok? Or is this enriching me and helping me find my life purpose and share it with other people, right? Always be asking yourself this. Like, it's not a crime to put yourself first. It's actually necessary in order to grow and to help others. There's this really cool movie called They Live from 1988, John Carpenter flick. And Roddy Piper is the actor, and he gets these glasses, these magic glasses. He puts these sunglasses on, and every time he puts them on, he watches a news channel, and all of a sudden he sees through the facade, the veneer of society, and he sees what they really are, and they're like ugly skeleton aliens. And he's like, what the hell? And so he goes around and he puts them on outside, and he sees creatures walking by. Like, some of them are in human disguises. And then he puts them on and looks at all the billboards, and everything he sees, like the billboard to the naked eye would be like a woman drinking something, a cocktail under a waterfall. And then he puts these glasses on, they're like X-ray vision glasses, and it just says like consume. And all the billboards, all the advertisements are like, obey, consume, but blind allegiance to us, spend, like, and I feel like it's a cool movie if you haven't seen it. They Live. And I feel like that's what's going on in the world, man, right now. It's like very 1984-ish. And people are waking up. They're sleepy, but they are rubbing the dust off their eyes, and they are waking up and realizing, like, this is not nourishing me. And I need to go back and really re-examine some things. Before I pay attention to something, before I give somebody my time and energy, I'm really thinking about how this is going to enhance my life. Is this going to enhance my quality of life? When I get into like the conservative stuff now, I unfollowed most of those people, with the exception of like Jordan Peterson, who does really benefit so many people, and has personally helped me with a lot of things. And he helps reframe things and look at it from a different perspective, which is fantastic. And he's very patient and, doesn't fly off the hinges and operate on like egoic emotions. So he's cool. I like him a lot. But with the exception of that, like every time I, would see the conservative people, like who are supposed to be like Rogan O'Hanley and stuff, every time I would see these people, I'm just like, man, this is just one like giant hive mind echo chamber. So basically it's like confirmation bias. So these other conservatives can go there and just shake each other's hand and be like, congratulations, you think exactly like I do. I only want to hear information that confirms what I want to be true. Oh, you think like me? Good. You think like me too? Yes, that confirms everything I want to be true. And they just never get out of that. So it's just this like ego reaffirmation circle jerk. Like, no. I don't I don't want that in my life. I can think for myself. Another thing to consider too is that just the it's fear porn. It keeps you locked into a lower vibration of thinking. It keeps you afraid. And you can never live your truth when you are stuck in the vibration of fear. This is definitely where you cross over into the spiritual realm. So when you connect with love, everything else in your life falls into place. Only good things happen to me. And it's not to say that bummers don't happen too, but when they do, I'm already in the vibration of love. So I just immediately get to work saying, out of this situation, only good will come. Like last month, the driving in Florida is absolutely insane, by the way. There's so many mutants here. It's otherworldly. But for the most part, they don't bother me because I operate on a frequency that is higher than the mutants. The mutants are down here and they live in fear and, having to steal from life, and therefore life steals from them because it's very like low IQ having mouth breather level. I operate up here. I operate on a frequency that is above that. So for the most part, they don't bother me. But last month, right after Christmas, it was December 29th, some piece of crap in a piece of crap car smashed into my beautiful car I just bought for myself for my birthday last year. This is the second time I've been smashed into. The first one broke my spine in two places because there's a lot of mutants here. So they smashed into my car for no fucking reason. Like I'm just driving home from work, like not just obeying the law, just loving my life, manifesting. And this car fucking smashes into me, literally driving down the middle lane. They're in the left lane, 3 lanes of traffic. And they're like, time to fuck shit up. Pew! And they smash into my beautiful car. So in the moment, yeah, I was pissed, but immediately I get to work doing what I always do, which is saying, out of this situation, only good will come. And I must have said it to myself 20,000 times, like I do with everything that happens to me that is seemingly negative in the moment. And you guys are never going to believe this, but it was a hit and run. He sped off, like racing, weaving through 3 lanes of traffic because pieces of shit don't have any accountability or honor. So hit and run, whatever, my insurance is going to go up and whatever, thousands and thousands of dollars of damage to my car. I have an expensive car because I want to, because I love it. And so anyways, last Friday, same day of the week, Friday night, I'm going to work. I'm going to my gig that I play every Friday. And same route, you'll never believe this, but now I have a dash cam now to record everything. And this car pulls up next to me. I didn't get his license plate before because my phone and everything flew to the floor when he hit me so hard. And this same piece of shit pulls up next to me. Like, what are the odds? There's 25 million people in Florida. Same car, same lane, same day of the week on a Friday. This car pulls up next to me. I can see where all his car damage was, and I was able to get it on my dash cam and with my phone. I recorded everything, license plate and everything. So like, still, I have a white car, so still white paint transfer on his piece of shit Camry, with the bumper falling off and the Walmart tinted freaking purple bubbled up piece of crap tinted windows peeling off. Same car pulls up next to me. Like, what are the odds? So I was able to send that off to the police and things are going to be handled from there. Like, seemingly a bad situation, but like every time something like that happens to me, I immediately get to work talking to God and just ask God to fix it. And I know because like I only put good out into the world, that's all that ever comes back to me. Who knows what kind of good is going to come out of this situation? Maybe this guy was running a freaking sex trafficking ring and he's going to get busted now. Like, who knows? We don't have to know the reasons why, but you just know, like, when you live your life in servitude for others, which I do, that only good will come to you. It might be a challenge. It might be something that you have to learn to overcome. It might be a lesson for you, but you get to work telling yourself only good will come from this situation. And I kid you not, that was what will happen every time. It's like a spiritual state of freedom. And I wish everyone could experience that. So if you're not yet in the flow, man, I really hope that you get into that vibe. It's creates such a like lightheartedness and a playfulness and a safety that you are always protected and divinely guided and provided for. Like even during the darkest times during COVID, like if I told you guys, maybe I'll talk about it someday. I'm not ready to talk about it yet, but like if I told you guys the shit that happened to me during COVID, like I just like started laughing. At like one point in time, I would just be like, and I just like went crazy with how much nuts stuff happened to me during COVID. But it was also like one of the funnest times in my life. And like everything that happened, seemingly negative, turned out to be freaking awesome and a blessing in disguise. And like I got through it by the grace of God. And I just kept asking God to fix it. Saki, don't be messing up my program, man. My cat always likes to come and like mess shit up. No, he doesn't mess stuff up, but he likes to be in the videos. On you, sure. Okay, here we go. I have my computer over here at my laptop recording the audio, and Saki likes to come. If there's all cat owners know this. If you have anything you're doing, the cat will need to get in between that and just be right here on your face. This is what I wake up to every day, just snorking. Okay, make your cameo. Make your cameo. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Yes, I know. I know. You're famous. You're famous now. Okay. The hell was I talking about? I don't even know. Well, just getting back to how can I serve? Every single day, my life changed when I started asking God, how could I serve? Instead of, can I go to a show and me, oh, help me have a good show, help me make more money, help me do this stuff. And all that's fine, well and good. You deserve to have infinite amounts of money, blessings, and abundance. And you will have that when you learn that the way to that is through helping others, helping your brothers and sisters, helping people. That is the way we get that done. You stay off my computer. Yeah. You stay off that. That's not your computer. Get your own. The way to everything you want is through love. You help others grow by telling the truth, being accountable. I wish I could tell criminals and assholes that you don't have to steal. You don't have to lie. You don't have to cheat. Like when you steal from life, life will steal from back from you. Whatever you put out into this world, you will get back. So now, if you want to subscribe to all of these conservative people who are supposedly like benefiting you, like I don't know what people think they're getting from this stuff. Like maybe people think that they're like getting cool talking points so they can like talk smack to like liberals when they see them or their family members, who they disagree with, or I don't even know like what people think that they're gaining from this. Like when you like subscribe to that, all they're trying to do is make money. They're just trying to get ratings. They want you to buy their merch. It's just fear porn. I don't subscribe to fear porn. I don't watch porn at all. It's not good for your brain, man. Actually, and before all you trolls get on there, all these incels in your mom's basement, like, whoa, you're just jealous. Ah. It's only like, for some reason, middle-aged men who like get on my page and talk shit to me. I don't know why. I got called fat and ugly the other day by some guy who, I kid you not, looks like a member of Al Qaeda if he was like a midget. He looks like a midget terrorist version of Dave Attell, crawling on my page telling me I'm fat and ugly. And like it's only middle-aged men who ever do that to me. I don't know why. But before I'd get guys who like fucking jump on there and troll the comments, like it was men who actually taught me about porn. I learned from a lot of different men who came in and they were like, this destroys your brain. Andrew Huberman too is a great source for if you want to know like the neuro side of that. But anyways, getting back to what we pay attention to, like life is very simple, and I wish everybody knew this, that life will start happening in your favor when you start living your life and asking the question of how can I serve? How can I benefit my brothers and sisters? How can I share love and enlightenment with people? And once you start doing that, Saki, be good. Once you start doing that, your life will blossom in ways that you possibly never dreamed of. And that's why I reaffirm all the time that my life is so blessed and I just, live on the ocean and I drink out of coconuts and I play music for people because that is what I do. I have broken myself free from the, servitude, the slavery to the system and liberated myself from that. And I want you guys to feel the same way. So be really conscious. We all deserve freedom, but it's up to you to choose it. It's up to you to unlock the prison cell that we have put ourselves in and walk through it to the other side. Break on through to the other side. All right, you gorgeous, tender morsels, you freedom loving, gorgeous, beautiful beings, you. I hope you guys have a beautiful, blessed day, and I hope you choose love today. And I hope maybe you guys decide to do even like one thing that is going to put you closer to your path to ultimate freedom and liberation. We deserve it. That's what we're here for. You're a free being, baby. All right. Cheers, you guys. I love you. God bless.